Hjärtligt välkomna till vlogg i kursen 1DV027. Regnet står som spön i backen. Har du hört det uttrycket Neda? Spön i backen. Känner du igen det?
I backen.
Ja, spön i backen tror jag. Ja. It's raining cats and dogs.
Ja!
We will have a short update today. I think it's only me and you, Neda, but we will focus more or less 100% on the IoT part. However, I just want to mention a few things. So those of you who handed in the essay on the re-examination for Susanna, you should all have gotten your feedback now, and that point should be reported to LADOC already. We have a re-examination of Web Technology 2 coming up on Wednesday. So be sure to meet the deadline today at 5 if you want to participate in that oral hearing on Wednesday, because there are times out in Moodle and you are able to book a time slot, so please do that. And me and Mats are also this week assessing assignment VT1, the reassignment for that one. So this week, Friday probably, because Friday is pretty, at least in my schedule, Friday is pretty good day. It's open, so I will probably do my part on Friday. That's my guess at least. So that is that for the rest of the course. Now let's focus on Internet of Things. Neda, how are things going?
Yes, last week it was some kind of questions and I did a summary and decided to answer them. So hopefully all of the students get to know. If I will share today the file that I prepared. Share the screen. Screen one. There.
Yep.
Yes. So first of all, I updated all the material. Lecture 7 and lecture 8, they were added, and they are about LoRaWAN connection and data cake visualization. In their assignment, it's enough if they are doing connection with Wi-Fi, but I also added one update that if they are using connection using LoRaWAN and visualization using data cake, maybe it will be a bonus. But then I changed it and wrote that, okay, it's better. It's a bonus if they can run their MQTT broker or MQTT server. So it depends what they want. But for assignment for Gushent, it's enough using Wi-Fi and visualization in Adafruit. And then they can find it in the LAR material, these 2 lectures. And all lecture PDF, some of the students, they ask about PDF, how they can find it. And then I updated here in resources content they can access. So about IoT assignment repository that is created for everyone now, if they wanna prepare or they are ready to write their reports, they can use this repository.
And I just want to be clear, that is the repository that has been mirrored to your, so you find it where you always find those repositories on the student, and so if you haven't gotten any repository generated, please contact me, or more even contact Mats actually, because it's Mats that are generating those now for this course. So contact Mats in that case.
Bra. We had some question. One was about freezing software that they wanted to know if they can get it free. Yes, they can get it free if on the internet if they want, but the legal way is that they can download it but only paying 8 euro or 80 koron. So it's not much expensive. And also I try to send it on a Slack channel that we have, and some of them, they got it and they get it to work. And in Fritzing, you need to add the Pico W as an external library that you be able to work with it. Otherwise, it doesn't exist. You need to add it. And then, Fritzing is not needed for assignment. It's just a way that you know how to design your circuit before you start working really with the hardware. So that is a better way, I think, if you first do your schematic and then you work with the hardware. And then in Fritzing schematic, they send me the file or the image that is our Fritzing schematic correct or no. It depends on your sensor datasheet, because since many companies, they are producing these sensors, so maybe there are different pinout location. For example, some sensors, they have power pinout in the first one, the others, they have it in the middle. So it depends what is the datasheet says. Then you can connect it. For example, here, DHT11 and DHT22 temperature and humidity sensor, you can see that the power line here is in the middle, and the ground is here, and the data signal is here. So this is how you are connected. And this sensor is onboard or built-in resistor in it. In this board, PCB board, there is a resistor that it is embedded. So this sensor, for example, this doesn't need any external resistor. And then another question was that, is it GP25 for LED, or is it another one? Because for us, it doesn't work. I need to mention that built-in LED pin on Pico and Pico W, they are different. On Pico is GP25, and on Pico W is GPIO0. And then you need to know that also some pins are not exposed on our Pico. It's not supposed that you see all the pins exist here. And this is the Pico, that LED, you can see GP25 is connected to LED. So you need to use GP25 in your code. But in Pico W here, the one that has a wireless chip, you can see GPIO0 is connected to LED. So if I want to show you here, that I will talk about later about this question, you need to mention that which LED pin. I mean, if you are using Pico, you need to mention that it is GPIO0, or write it as a LED cap in the string. And then the fourth question, did I answer the third? Let me see, please. Yes. And the fourth is that they asked me about resistor, that how much should be the resistor. And I said that, yeah, it should be around 5 kilo ohm, for example, 4.7 kilo ohm. And the thing is that if your sensor comes with a resistor, like THT11, that it is unbuilt, like the photo that you can see here, if it has by itself built-in resistor, then you don't need resistor. But if it doesn't have and it's alone, then you need to have some kind of resistor. But another way is that we can give the sensor lower voltage, for example, 3.3 volt instead of 5 volt, that it comes directly from the USB that's connected to the Pico. Then it will not be, it doesn't need resistor, and it will not be burned. But some datasheets in the sensor, they say that even the sensor needs lower voltage, maybe 3 volt, 3 voltage will burn it again. Sometimes they need only 1.8 voltage. So you need to always you need to read about the datasheet, what it says. look at it, and it's not like that all of a schematic of all the sensors are the same. No, you need to look at the datasheet. For example, here, if you look at this one, it's mentioned directly here in the datasheet that the module consists of a 1 DHT11 digital humidity and temperature sensor and a 1 kilo ohm resistor. That is mentioned in the datasheet. And then another question was that they couldn't get to work the DHT library. I mean, some of them, they created the file and they called it dht.py, and they wrote, they got the library from the internet or from the course, whatever it is, and they couldn't get it to work. But we handle it with some students, and they can use it also. It's on a Slack channel. But the thing is that MicroPython has a DHT driver. You can use it easily. You don't need any dht.py external file in your code. You can import DHT easily here. And just by this line, it depends which, here is 27. It means that the signal data or data pin is connected to pin 27. So you can easily use it as a file. But you should be careful about it. If you have dht.py in your code, you need to remove it to be able to use this one, because sometimes the Pico get confused that which file it should use. Should I use the one that it is in my firmware, or should I use this external that you added? This one that you added in your code. So if you are using the driver, you don't need dht.py. You can use it easily like this. But the student that they use dht.py along with their main.py and it works, then this is okay also. Yes. So it was some kind of confusion for them. So I tried to clarify.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And if we look at the schedule for the upcoming week, that could be a good thing, actually. We can see that, tomorrow it's the deadline for for the oral hearing on Wednesday. And already on Wednesday morning, we start with the oral hearings for VT1, VT2 for the re-exam. Mm-hmm. And in parallel, there is a tutoring session at 1. And I don't know how exactly you handle the tutoring sessions, if you are in like the lecture room here on campus or on distance or on both, or but during that time, at least, Neda, you have the some kind of open office. Or
yes, I have handling, exactly. I have handling at 1:15. To 3, but the last time it took until 4 because some of them, they wanted to get it to work, and it was successful. So I am here if they have question. If we can. Yep.
And we have this good old red day on Thursday as well. When Christ went to heaven or something, I guess. But it's red anyway. Yeah. And you said on Friday?
Fredag, I said it's mellandagen.
Yeah. Squeeze day.
It's squeeze day, right.
But I will be, as I said, I will probably use that one for assessing assignments, since there is no meetings booked, which is pretty good, actually, at least for me. I forgot. I wrote one thing down, and that was the only thing I forgot in the beginning. So I will switch to Swedish, and vi kommer att titta lite på förkunskaper inför hösten. Jag fick den frågan här då. Vad är det som gäller för den här Cloud Native? För det är egentligen den som har förkunskapskrav. Cloud Native-kursen är ju en G2F-kurs, det vill säga den går på en lite högre nivå, så den kräver ju förkunskaper. Och vilka förkunskaper kräver den? Jo, den kräver att ni har läst 1DV027 och då mer specifikt provmoment 1 och 2 kan vi kalla dem, webbtekniken och API. Det vill säga för att kunna göra och tillgodogöra er Cloud Native-kursen i höst så måste ni ha gjort klart VT1, VT2 och API-uppgiften. För i Cloud Native-applikationskursen så kan man nästan säga att vi bygger vidare på det där. Då kommer ni att doktorisera en applikation ni är väldigt väl medvetna om sedan tidigare. Och vi kommer att börja bygga på med köhantering och massa olika tekniker som vi inte hann ta upp riktigt i 027. Så att det blir viktigt att ni har gjort dem där. Och behöver ni prioritera att ni känner att jag kommer inte hinna klart med alla de här 3 uppgifterna tills den kursen börjar i höst. Fokusera på att göra klart VT1, API-uppgiften och sen VT2 i den ordningen. Så ni tar dem egentligen i den ordningen som de har legat i kursen. Så kan vi säkert hitta någon lösning för det här i höst om ni inte är helt klara med VT2 till exempel. Att ni jobbar med den parallellt eller sådär. IoT-biten är lite fristående på samma sätt som SE-biten är lite fristående. Men det är väldigt skönt att bli klar med IoT-biten nu medan Neda har tid med handledning också där så att ni inte drar på den heller för länge.
Yes.
Ja, det var det jag skulle säga där. Och sen då parallellt så läser ni algoritmkursen och det är en grundläggande kurs och den kräver nog att ni har kanske Java eller något sånt här då, att ni har en kurs i programmering eller objektorienterad programmering så att där tror jag inte att förkunskaperna bör ställa till det nu för att det borde ni ha nu för att kunna överhuvudtaget vara behöriga där ni är just nu. Det var det jag hade. Har du någonting mer, Neda?
Nej, jag glömde att visa dem. Det var breadboard. They wanted to know how they are connected. I just open it in the back and show them some of them that how it works. So yes, you can see in the middle, if we look at it, it's like this. In the middle, all of them are vertically connected, so the voltage will be the same. But in the top, these 2 line, or these 2 line, they will be connected horizontally. So they will be all this line, they will be the same voltage. So if you are connecting your Pico to the sensor, you need to take care about it that the same voltage, you shouldn't connect them, for example, in the same line. It should be vertically.
Yep.
Yeah, different voltage. So that's it. The only thing that left, it would be nice if they could see how the breadboard voltage is. As I explained also in the lecture, but maybe some of them, I didn't have time to look at it. So I just wanted to mention it.
Yeah,
yes.
Perfect. I would also want to just give a shout out for tomorrow afternoon. We have a board meeting, a web developer board meeting, the program council. And as you probably know, it is Jonathan and Sabrina, right? That is the representatives for you guys. So if you have anything you want to lift, you can contact them. That is tomorrow at 3 p.m. and the protocol will be released on GitHub just as usual when it comes time for that. Well, that was all I had for today. Now let's make this a good week and work and study hard so we can really relax on Thursday. I think everybody deserves that now. So work hard on the days that are not red and make sure to relax a lot when they are. Have a really nice week, everybody. See you around. Bye.
Bye-bye.